What if the human mind didn't stop at 100%? What if it kept going? Until time, space, and reality could no longer control it. Lucy didn't die. She didn't disappear. She became something the universe was not ready to face. Lucy reached the edge of human knowledge, and then she crossed it. Her body could no longer hold what her mind had become. Time slowed. Matter broke apart. And in one final moment, Lucy was everywhere and nowhere at the same time. The world believed it was the end. They were wrong. Beyond clocks and calendars, Lucy's mind continued to grow. She saw every moment that ever happened, every choice ever made. Past and future blended into one endless flow. Cities rising, civilizations falling, humanity repeating the same mistakes again and again. Knowledge showed her everything, but it did not give her peace. Lucy learned that unlimited power comes with unlimited loneliness. There was no fear, no pain, no body, yet something was missing. Humanity, emotion, purpose. She could hear the universe breathe, feel its silent rhythm, but she could no longer feel a human heartbeat. And still, she watched as Lucy's awareness spread across reality. Something changed. The universe reacted. Patterns began to shift. Small errors appeared in time. Moments that didn't belong. Lucy understood the truth too late. Reaching the highest level of knowledge was never free. Every action creates a response. And now, something had noticed her. Lucy was no longer just observing reality. Reality was starting to observe her back. It began as a whisper in the noise of the world. A power surge here. A broken satellite there. Across the planet, systems failed for no clear reason. Clocks stopped for a single second, then restarted. To most people, it meant nothing. To those watching closely, it meant everything. In underground labs and control rooms, scientists stared at their screens in silence. The signal did not follow any known rule. It wasn't a message. It wasn't a weapon. It was a pattern, familiar, impossible, alive. One name returned again and again. In hushed voices, Lucy. She was reaching back. Lucy felt it too. For the first time since leaving her human form, something pulled at her awareness. A disturbance moving through time like a ripple in water. This was not caused by humans. This was older, smarter, and it was moving closer. Lucy understood what the signal meant. The future she had seen was no longer fixed. Something was changing the flow of time itself, bending moments, rewriting outcomes. Humanity stood at the center of it, unaware and unprepared. Lucy had a choice. Remain beyond time and watch the world collapse, or step back into a reality that could no longer survive without her. To interfere meant risk. To stay silent meant extinction. Across the globe, the signal grew stronger. Screens flickered. Data formed symbols no one programmed. And in the space between seconds, Lucy made her decision. The awakening had begun. The world started to break in quiet ways. A car moved forward, then snapped back to where it had been seconds before. Rain fell upward, returning to the sky. People felt moments repeat, like memories happening again for the first time. Time was no longer stable. Lucy saw the cause clearly. The disturbance was not a creature, not a machine. It was a force born from knowledge itself. When humans pushed past limits they did not understand, time responded. It learned. It adapted. And now it was correcting the error. This force did not hate humanity. It did not care. To it, people were variables in a broken system. The more humans tried to control time, the more the system pushed back. Reality was repairing itself. By erasing the future, Lucy tried to stop it, but for the first time she felt resistance. Her power bent time, but it would not break. Every change she made created another fracture. Every fix caused more damage. The universe had rules, and even she was bound by them. Lucy realized the truth. She was no longer the highest intelligence. She was part of the problem. Her evolution had triggered something far greater. If time continued to fight back, the world would not end in fire or darkness. It would fade, moment by moment, memory by memory. And Lucy had only one chance left to change the outcome. As the world began to slip between moments, Lucy slowed everything down. Not to stop time, but to feel it. For the first time since she left her human body, she focused on small things. A child laughing, a hand reaching for another, a sunrise breaking through the dark. These were details the universe could never measure. Lucy understood what the force could not. Humanity was not perfect, but it was meaningful. Every mistake, every fear, every act of love shaped something new. Time wanted balance. Lucy wanted possibility. There was only one way forward. Lucy could not fight the force. She had to become part of the system again. To limit herself, to give something back. Knowledge without limits had broken reality. Knowledge with choice could save it. Lucy made the final decision. She released most of what she was. Not erased, focused. Her presence folded into the flow of time, guiding instead of controlling. The fractures began to heal. Moments aligned. The future returned. The force faded, not defeated, but satisfied. Balance restored. Across the world, people felt nothing. No memory of what almost ended them. Only a strange sense of calm, like waking from a dream they could not remember. And somewhere beyond sight, Lucy remained, no longer a god, no longer human. Just a guardian at the dawn of a new beginning. The world moved on. Cities stayed loud. People chased time, unaware of how close it came to ending them. History books remained unchanged. No headlines. No warnings. Just life, continuing as if nothing had happened. That was Lucy's final gift. Silence. But the universe remembered. Deep within the structure of reality, faint echoes remained. Small changes no one could explain. A sudden idea that saves a life. A moment of pause that prevents a disaster. A choice made for no clear reason, yet somehow the right one. Lucy was no longer visible, but she was present. She did not guide humanity forward. She nudged it away from the edge. Lucy watched generations rise and fall, slower now. Limited by design, she accepted the boundaries she once broke. Power was no longer the goal. Understanding was, and giving up everything. She discovered something greater than knowledge. Restraint. Far beyond Earth. The force that once threatened existence stayed quiet. Not gone. Waiting. Balance was never permanent. It only lasts as long as someone is willing to protect it. And when the day comes that humanity stands at the edge again, when knowledge grows faster than wisdom, Lucy will feel it. The dawn has passed, but the story is not over.